All right, my people, welcome back onto this one. This is another one reaching us. Well, this is shocking news. Well, onto this, our abductors tied our hands, according to what this survivor had made clear to us. He says, and I quote, our abductors tied our hands from elbow so we will not escape. The rope pierced our skin. All right, this had been said by survivor. Well, this is a pity. We are still having a numerous kidnap in the country. Now, who do we blame? Who do we blame? At this level to which we are right now, we are still having a lot of people destroying, kidnapping, and doing all sorts of things. So it is well. Well, onto the news reaching us, according to a news that was published by the Punch newspaper online this morning. It was reported that a 43-year-old farmer, whose name was given as Isaac Osage, who was kidnapped on his farm in Edo State on March 21st, has shared his experience with the kidnappers while he was talking with Punch correspondent. He said he left for the farm early on March 21st. While there, he assigned duties to his workers, and then at about 12 noon, he left the farm with one of his workers who had finished his assignment in his vehicle. Well, narrating what he went through, Isaac said it was harrowing experience, and then as soon as it was dark, the kidnappers tied their hands to tight so that he tied their hands so tight so that they won't escape. He said, according to his statement, I quote, our abductors tied our hands from the elbow so we won't escape, and then it was tight to the extent that the rope pierced our skin. It rained heavily that first night, and we were all in the rain, including our abductors, because they had no camp. They lived in open space like animals, but they were very vigilant. One of them, who could speak pidgin English, asked if we knew why we were there, and we told him. Well, he said the kidnappers then said that they were kidnapped, and then also others as he told them to cooperate with them so that they don't get killed. As they were told to lie down again, and then few hours after this, they started beating them with cutlass, sticks, and then any object they could lay their hands on, and then also asking them for money. He said, according to his statement, we told them we did not have money with us, and then I told them I had money in my account, and they asked that I give them 20 million naira. But as we were explaining to them that we could not raise such amount of money, while in the bush, they continued to beat us until some of us became unconscious, and then they left us. Osage said after those who became unconscious recovered from the beating, they continued walking deep into the forest as one of them later brought food for them to eat. And then after midnight that same day, they wanted to sleep. So they tied our hands with the elbow touching each other. He said they tied us like crocodiles, and then we were all screaming because the rope pierced our body. In fact, the next day they could not untie the rope, they had to cut it off. The second day was the same, and then we walked long hours, were beaten and then tied before they slept. It was the same for the 3 nights and then 4 days I was with them. All right, my brother, my sister, this is another strong one. Well, we may we not experience this kidnap of a teen. No, majority of people who have actually experienced it, it has been different kind of horrible story how they have been maltreated. Well, my brother, my sister, what exactly are we actually talking about? All these are still happening in the same country, Nigeria, where we just know we are voted for somebody who we think will be able to save us, right? Now, a lot of people, if you check online, majority of people are crying. They are always crying, like, God, how is it going to be? Why is it that things are happening in this manner? Why is it that we don't have rest of mind in this country? Why is it that a country like this that we have government, we cannot sleep with our two eyes closed? And exactly why a majority of people are like, this next president elect, will he be able to save us? Like what happened in this last regime. In fact, the regime is still on, and then look at what is still happening. Who do we offend? And I always ask that question. Some sort of people were asking a question that, God, why did you even bring me to Nigeria? Because the Yorubas will say, any kan lo mo. You see, this set of people that just narrated their ordeal, you are not better than them. You are not better than them, either you like it or not. We are still in the same country. It can happen to anybody at any time. I'm very sure that that same farm they have been visiting for a very long time. This will not be their first time of going to that farm, but on this day, it happened. It's a horrible experience. A lot of people have actually narrated, different kind of ordeals, how they have been maltreated, and then how, what they actually faced. Now, for this set of people, no, I think they are just lucky because we have, heard a lot of stories where people will go and never come back. Yes, it takes only the grace of God for you to survive. Where people will, definitely go and never come back. How long are we going to continue like this? Majority of innocent souls are died in this cause. Yes, in case you don't know. That is why we all need to come together as one. Let us fight this fight at once. Everybody should speak out. Not that after some time people will just be quiet about it. What is the government doing about the security of individuals? Because as it stands, we cannot just say we should be neglecting. When it will get to your turn, only God knows what the situation will look like. We cannot afford to continue like this. Majority of people are shouting, oh, Peter Obi, it's only Peter Obi that can make it happen. Some sort of people are like, no, it's Tinubu that will make it work. Now the question is, who exactly will make it work? Because I always ask the question, who do you think will make this work? Right now, a lot of things have gone wrong. A lot of things are going wrong. I will not deceive you, my brother, my sister. I've heard different kind of stories about kidnap. To the extent these people, they will ask for some amount of money, that from ridiculous amount of money that even they themselves have not seen in their entire life. The people you are even asking, if they have up to 20 million naira, would they be going to farm that they want to make a living from it? That's exactly why we all need to come together. We all need to decide which way we're going. Is it the Yoruba Nation way? Is it Biafra way? Is it one Nigeria? Which one do you think will actually save us? And if you are talking about one Nigeria, who is that person that is actually going to save his people, save us in this mess? Because I see no reason. Because right now, if there's been a proper strategy to which, if you are caught as a kidnapper, the next thing you are put to death, I think it would have reduced. They believe that I beg nothing they happen. I beg even the government self, no be we they work for them. So that's exactly what we are talking about. This is so pathetic. This is so unfair that we'll be experiencing on a daily basis. Only God knows how many people are in their in their den, in that bondage right now to speak. That's why I say we all need to wake up and do the needful. Well, my people, this is exactly what it is. So, what more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have your own take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates if you are new on this channel. All right, thanks and God bless.